Hey everybody. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are back, and we are back with Earthborne Rangers with their newest expansion, which is Spires in Bloom. That one was announced and then it quickly shipped, so that's pretty cool that they made the announcement that it was coming out, and then like as soon as I pre-ordered it, it was I got a message from Team Covenant saying, "Hey, your packet's been shipped." So it arrived last week, and this is one of those pleasant surprises, like how you know that the Earthborne team's on their game, man, because they made an expansion, and I believe this expansion was headed by MJ Newman, who created this one. So great work on that. I am very excited to see what this is. Yep. Created by Maxine Newman. Content development, playtest coordination, and fiction. And so it looks like this is one that she headed up, as she joined the team from Fantasy Flight when she left there. So I'm super thrilled to check this out and see how this works out. I'm a huge fan of her content, and this game has been great so far. So we got a lot to go through. So let's get through it. Before I begin, let me say thanks to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. There's a lot of stuff to talk about before we dive into the game. Hey Yogi, okay, so everyone in Spires are cultists. Yep, they're in Bloom, so we'll see how it goes. But hey Matt, hey Sean, how's it going? So, yeah, let's go ahead and get down to the table. We're going to pull up some of the docs, talk about setup, talk about what's the different, what I'm seeing so far. I haven't dug into this. I'll be going into this blind. I am not a deck builder to create something, so I grabbed one from Rangers DB. I don't know if it's good, but we're going to find out, and we're going to see how it plays through. So let's go ahead and get down to the table, pull up the app, and go through stuff. Yeah? Oop, that's the wrong button. It's that button. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this app up and talk about it. So Spires in Bloom has already been added to the Living Valley, and it's ready for people to go through. So it says, "Welcome to Spires in Bloom, the first Valley expansion for EBR." Valley expansions do exactly that. They expand the Valley by adding new locations and paths to explore, people to meet, missions to accomplish, and rewards to unlock. So it's not like Legacy of the Ancestors where you go to a different location underground. This is adding to the Lore of the Valley campaign, which is pretty cool. The session only includes the campaign guide entries for Spires in Bloom expansion. It is not a comprehensive campaign guide that includes all of Lore of the Valley. You may have to switch back and forth between the Lore of the Valley entries and these entries as needed. So as I said, it's not for Legacy of the Ancestors. It's for Lore of the Valley and expands Lore of the Valley. So it's kind of bringing you back to Lore of the Valley so you can play it with some new content. If you've explored everything, here's some new stuff for you to explore. I haven't, but I've been through the Lore of the Valley campaign and once. I played it and beat it, and then I played Legacy of the Ancestors, and I died. So I ran out of time on that one. But it was still kind of cool to play that one a lot. Between the two, I'd probably say I like Lore of the Valley more. That doesn't take away from Legacy of the Ancestors being fantastic. It's just Lore of the Valley, I don't know. Something about it. Maybe it was because it's the first entry, but I enjoyed that one a little bit more. So getting started. Valley expansions can be incorporated into any Lore of the Valley campaign. The campaign included in basically the base game. Choose one of the following options based on how you want to incorporate the expansion in your campaign and follow the instructions. So really simple setups. If you're starting a new Lure of the Valley campaign, which we will be doing with this new everything, first add the cards for this expansion to their corresponding sets for the core game and replace the original Spire location card with the new Spire location card. So there is a new Spire location card that is here that is getting added, which is this one, which you're looking up at the Spire, which is pretty cool. So this is when we travel to Spire, this is the one that we will pull, not the original one. So just keep that in mind. So this is new, and as you can see, it says SIB right there at the bottom, so Spires in Bloom. And any text that would affect the Spire deck affects the Path deck instead. And then there's an awareness check to search the bustling town of Spire to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw one path card. So we're moving around Spire. But this is new. And when we get there, this is the one that we're going to draw. Alright. So, then start a new campaign using the Get It Started section on page 9 of the rulebook. Finally, record 216.1 above any perfect day on the day track. We recommend day 8. I'm going to listen to them because they're probably better at this than me. So, I've created a new campaign called Canje and Bloom. And then on day 8, where we have a perfect day, now you're allowed to write things in by clicking on these. So it's probably been there for a while, but it's new to me and I really like it. So I put 2216.1, I can speak, that was starting at Lone Tree Station. This is going to be our ranger that we're going to be using. It's going to be an artisan artificer. So I don't know if you want to see the deck. This is the deck that we're kind of running with, which we have thorough. So it basically says it's just a check that has these symbols on it, which are used for avoiding and awareness checks that are on here. So those are the ones that we're going to have. I think they... Okay, yeah. So that, we've got balanced. So after you succeed a test in which you committed this attribute, you may suffer 1 fatigue to gain 1 energy of any type. Artisan Artificer 10 times fast. Ooh. Yikes. So balanced. We're going with meticulous. After you succeed on the test in which you committed this attribute, you may suffer 1 fatigue to add it back into your hand. So some interesting ones in there. And we got persuasive. After you succeed at a test in which you committed this attribute, you may suffer 1 fatigue to add it back into your hand. So, suffering lots of fatigue. Then, that's our personality. So, as our background, which is artisan, we've got pocketed belt pouch, which reduced the equip value of your gear by 1 to a minimum of 1. So that gives us a little bit more space, right, to put more gear on our belt pouch. And there's an awareness check on here that says use 1. There we go. I think we caught the culprit. And I think we caught the culprit. That was chewing away our resources. Ah, there we are. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me do this other thing too. And I had to do some checks. Yeah, it was acting weird, so I'm glad it's back. Okay, cool. Alright, so hopefully you caught where I was. I left paused here so I didn't move forward, but I noticed when it started happening. So it looks like I caught the culprit that was dropping our frame rates, and I fixed it. Alright, cool. So, functional replica. Sorry about that, by the way. Choose a ranger's equipped gear. Resolve the chosen gear's effect as if you had used a token from it and or exhausted it. So the functional replica helps us use gear without using up bits on gear, which is pretty cool. We've got favorite gear. So attached to one of your equipped gear, after you use a token from the attached gear, soothe 1 fatigue. So that's the way we get fatigue soothe, which is a nice thing to have, but it's an attachment. We've had friendly repair service. This is from the something of the valley, SOV, something of the valley. It just left my head, but it's from one of the expansions. So this one is from there. This doesn't come with core, but it's built into it, and it comes with what's called a, where did I put that card? An aspiration. It comes with what's called an aspiration, and we'll go through what aspirations are in a second. So it says, attached to a human. Response: when a ranger connects with the attached human, the ranger who played this card may discard 1 token from one of, that's a misspelling, stewards of the valley, thank you, Yogi, from one of their equipped gear to commit 1 effort. Response: after the attached human is cleared with progress, record 1 improvement and discard this attachment. The improvements are important because our objective is going to get to 6 improvements. And we'll talk about what that is in a second. But it starts with an aspiration that comes with Stewards of the Valley that you can try to work towards, as well as kind of like a side quest. We also got featherweight gauze that comes with Stewards of the Valley. So attached to our Rangers equip gear. Reduce the equip value of the attached gear by 2 to a minimum of 0. So we can get a lot of gear out, which I think this class is really built around. Then we have our Artificer specialty that we have, which is Carbon Forged Cable. So attached to a Predator, use one length. When the attached Predator would ready, it remains exhausted. So you just kind of say, down boy. Keep them down once we put them. And then fitness test to lead the animal to move the attached Predator. So we move them either along the way or within reach if we want. So this helps us move it around. But it keeps it exhausted from beating us up. Trail markers. This one you've seen a ton. So attached to a location or feature. The attached card gains the trail trait. When one or more progress is added to the attached trail, increase the number of progress added by 1. So there you go. We've got Infusion Canteen. When you play this gear, choose an aspect. You may place a spare energy token here as a reminder. And I can take a sip from the canteen. And it says gain 1 energy matching the chosen aspect that we had. Memlev's Trekking Poles. So this is from Core. So exhaust, use 1 charge. When you perform a traverse test, use focus instead of fit. That's big because my fitness test is trash, but my focus is great. So getting that out is clutch. A stone in the river. After you succeeded on the void test, exhaust 1 additional being. So getting away from creatures that are trying to get in the way of us. And then our outside interest is our intention translator. When a ranger performs a connect test, I get to commit an effort from here by using a charge. So this is our build out that we have. This was something that I found on Rangers DB. It was this one by Pybee, I guess is the name, that was done on September 22nd, 2025. So I just kind of said, I don't deck build, I suck at it, so this is what we're going to use. And our campaign, of course, is Canje and Bloom. So when you select this, it will still be the core set because all they have in there right now is Legacy of the Ancestor or the core set. So you will just choose the core set that's on here, and that's where we'll start, which is here. And it says on a perfect day, we're going to start on slot 1. So when we do that, that's not mission 1 here. It's mission 1 of Lure of the Valley. So campaign expansions. Am I playing a campaign expansion? Add the cards from the expansion to the corresponding sets from the core game. Not all of this content will be available in the campaign you're playing, but some, like the Valley set, may appear in the campaign. If the campaign you're playing includes the Spire location, use that. Use the original Spire location, not the new one included. So it's not meant for Legacy of the Ancestors, is what they're saying. And then if you're already in a campaign and you want to add this in, this gives you the instructions on how to add it to the campaign that you're already running so you don't have to start a new one. So hopefully that makes sense, but it's pretty straightforward what we have. So we're going to Lure of the Valley. Mission 1. So start your campaign, perform the first 4 steps of setup on page 10 of the rulebook, then return here for the remainder setup. So we know that we're kind of a newbie to, and this is my deck, so I'll shuffle as I talk. So we know we're kind of a newbie to, to the group, and we're trying to learn our way and make it through, which is what we did in our first campaign. So we're going to bypass some of that speaking and just go to what happens. But we got to talk about our aspiration. When you pick a card, let me find this card specific. Here it is. It doesn't say it on that Rangers DB thing, but it does say it on the card. When you pick a card like Friendly Repair Service, you're going to see this thing called Aspiration. When you see that, what you do is you find the Aspiration, which is the story cards for Friendly Repair Service. And you grab those, and you read through, which we'll do. It tells you what you need to do to complete the Aspiration. And once you complete it, you get the Aspiration Complete card and the reward associated with it. So it's a side mission that happens, right? But it tells you how many improvements it needs on the Aspiration to make it work. For this one, it says, ever since you were young, you've enjoyed fixing things. You've often disassembled your parents' tools just so you could put them back together again. As you grew older, you learned not only how the tools were made, but how to improve them and even create your own. It wasn't long before you were apprenticed to an artificer, and you became known in the valley as the person to whom you brought your problems concerning broken or malfunctioning equipment. Patrolling the valley as a ranger, you found the experience invaluable, for not every village has enough tradespeople to handle its volume of mechanical malfunctions. That's where you come in. You've let it be known far and wide that wherever you go and wherever you may be, you're willing to help any and all with anything that needs repaired, but that a faulty multi-tool, be that a faulty multi-tool, a staticless static sifter, or a leaky roof. So we need to record 6 improvements to complete this aspiration. And when we complete the aspiration, we grab the complete aspiration card, read that through, and gain the reward at the bottom. But this is kind of our side quest to do it. And how do we gain aspiration points? Like I said before, so I'll put these here. It says, once we do this, we'll pay the awareness to attach to a human. And then it says, when the attached human is cleared with progress, record 1 improvement and discard this attachment. So we need to do this 6 times to a human and clear them with progress to be able to get the 6 to do it. That's kind of what we're looking for. So hopefully that makes sense. It's a nice little addition to the game that gets built out. Okay. All right. So I've been shuffling this up, and I'll shuffle everything else. But we're basically starting at Lone Tree Station. This is the new valley map. And let me pull this over here. They've basically enhanced it a little bit more. You'll notice that there's a border around your valley now. In your map of the core game of Lure of the Valley, it's just stretched out and you can see everything there. But now we've got a border around the valley that we have. We've got the locations are still there, but Spire has turned into a square location. If you notice, that's here, but none of them have that. What that means is that when you hit Spire, you come up here to this part of the map. And I know a lot of professional YouTubers will zoom in, but here's my zoom in. So you come into this part of the map and you can see that Spire has actually been broken up into some new zones. As you can see right there. So Spire Crossing, Brookside, Silverfin Docks, and the Spire itself. And you can take those different paths to move in and out of those locations. So that's what this means. So when you go to Spire, that Spire breaks into this location, and then you determine where you are as you're moving through it, right? That's what that means. But the rest of them looks pretty much are set up the same. They've got some really nice enhancements that are on here, like you see paths going out here, 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 and they're all blocked. Now, what does that tell you, right? So if you notice, like here, you see a path going out, but it's blocked. Same in all these locations that are here, and they're all blocked. What does that mean? We'll find out, but to me, it means more expansions. The manual zoom, we have the technology. They're just using it as an excuse to show off his guns. Yeah, if you go over there. But that to me tells me that we're going to have that they're planning on a lot more content. And I'm happy about that because I really want to see the next set of the world outside of here. I want to see a cold zone, honestly. That will be thrilling to see what that looks like. All right, so yeah, we've got some nice stuff set up here. All right, so as usual, we start off at Lone Tree Station, so I use that. And I know some people purchase the minis with this game. You don't need minis for this game at all. At all. So I'll put this on my card. Oh, and who am I playing? I'm playing the Gregarious Inventor. So choose a ranger. That ranger must search their deck. That ranger may search their deck for gear and play it. So as you can see, I'm just trying to get my gear cards out as fast as possible. But Gregarious Inventor lets you do that, which is fantastic. And this is for Stewards of the Valley expansion as well. So this is a small expansion content. Now, as I said on there, that our cards are 2 awareness, 2 spirit, 1 fitness, and 3 focus. We don't need muscles. We got all the muscle we need right here. The little wooden meeples are nice. They announced 3 more expansions over the next year. Oh, They are just going to take all my money. Oh my gosh. Alright. So we're starting off on a perfect day. Yes, that song will get stuck in your head. So a perfect day with 3 clouds. So it says, when we refresh, discard 1 cloud from this card. If there are no clouds remaining, flip this card. If we draw that symbol on test, if this test added progress, add 1 additional progress on yet a perfect day. So that will go here, and we will put 3 clouds on it. Hey Gunner, what's going on? Hey everyone, I'm curious, what is the Earthborne Ranger equivalent of 3 and a bam? Gunner, you wooed me, man. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Alright, we will be getting, like I said, there's a lot. I'm just kind of skipping through the intro one because it's you know, Cal Ivor is going to be a tool no matter what. Our first mission, 3 in a Pakoto, is biscuit delivery. So continuing a time-honored Ranger tradition, Calypso has tasked you with delivering biscuits to the people of White Sky as your first mission. Find High Pimpot at Lone Tree Station. He'll give you the biscuits and send you on your way. During the mission, use 91 instead of the normal entries for High Pimpot, Cordo, Nal, and Kisi Voss. Travel away from Lone Tree Station while High Pimpot is in play to do what we need to do. So that's kind of our go. Yes, Daniel, I will be using Moments of the Valley card. 1 this time, because they're awful. So, and if I drew this on a test, it says if Kisi is not in the path, discard. She is drawn to the Baking Goods. Search the Valley set for Kisi and put her into play. So I'll go here. All right. So this I need for stuff. We have the moments. So these are the moments of the valley that came with the expansion, the major expansion of Legacy of the Ancestors. So we'll shuffle up the moments, and we're only going to take 1 because it's 1 per ranger. Last time I did 2, and I regretted it for the entire playthrough. So we just shuffle these up. We're going to take 1, and this too will be shuffled into this deck, which will consist of Lone Tree Station and Woods. So we'll shuffle those up. Good, and shuffle. We've got our challenges deck, and we'll give a shuffle to. Did they put it on the... Oh, they didn't put it on the back of that one. That sucks. That sucks. And this game also gives you, just so you all know, an extended campaign. So if you look on the site, when you're going through this, you have 30 days to get this done, or else so sad, too bad for you. However, with this one, it expands it from 30 days to 45 days, as you can see here. So you have expanded campaign tracker. You could go 45 days now instead of the 30 days to play, which is cool. 30 days or we're doomed. 45 days now or else we're doomed. So that is a nice addition to this. So great job in doing that. You're kind of wandering the valley, so I love that they give you the chance to wander the valley. I usually grab this. I think this is the one that I do. Yeah. Yeah, I usually grab this because the symbols are on there. It tells you the round structure. So I usually have this with me because, you know, it's me. Alright, so we're going to draw, I believe, your starting hand. No, I already forgot your starting hand. We need to do that before we flip that over. So, but I believe your starting hand is 6. I get this so confused with all the other games that I play. Let's see. Start 6. I was right. I was right. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can mulligan if we want to. So we've got We've drawn a favorite gear. Attached to one of your... So after you use a token, we have that. Compassion. Ooh, I didn't say it. I picked the wrong one. It was supposed to be compassion. Sorry, guys. Thorough, balanced, thorough, and intention translation. So we know these are getting booted. And we're going to hang on to those two. So we'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. And shuffle these back in. Alright, what did we draw? We have, really, another intention translator. Infusion Canteen, Meticulous, and Functional Replica. So we've got a lot of our gear in our hand to start, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's get our butts to Lone Tree Station and see what's going on. So at the arrival step, we read 2. Which will go here. We go do. So it just gives us the Giga Tree, the Giga Redwood that rises above the valley. And lots of reading for you to pause. So, cool. So we do that. And search the path deck for the next predator and discard it. Then we draw a path card. Alright. Next predator. That would be you, Prowling Wolfhound. And discard it. And then we draw a path card to start, which is going to be Sitka. I'm calling it Sitka. Sitka. It's close. Close enough. And it will be starting within reach. So, cool. If we try to move past it while it's not exhausted, that's how much we're going to fatigue ourselves, and this is what we got to do. All right. I was 1 away from it. I said Sitka. So there we go. Okay. Let's party this start. We will do... There's a connect test that we could do. It costs us 1 to put that down. I could exhaust, choose a ranger. That ranger may search their deck for gear and play it paying its cost. So I'm going to exhaust Gregarious. It says choose a ranger, me. Search my deck for my belt. Where's my belt? There it is. And we're going to pay its cost to put it in play. Shuffle it up. So we pay its cost of 1 awareness to put that in play. And it says reduce the equip value of your gear by 1 to a minimum of 1, which means I can find if I can hopefully get a lot of gear out here, which is fantastic because I'm going to spend 1 here to put down the Infusion Canteen, where it would usually take 2 spaces. It now takes 1. So the Infusion Canteen is in, and this has 3 pockets on it. This has 3 sips that we can do. We're going to do... I wonder if I should do the Intention Translator before the Functional Replica. I think so. I'll do the Intention Translator, which has 3 charges on it. Yay! And that one says, when a ranger performs a connect test, commit 1 effort. So I automatically get an effort when I use that to exhaust that. Gain 1 energy matching the chosen... Oh, when you play this gear, choose an aspect. You may place a spare energy token as a reminder. Yeah, so we need to choose an aspect. That one is gonna be fitness for when we need to travel. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. We could have 1 more in here if we need. We could do this. Attach to one of your gear. After you use a token from the attached gear, soothe 1 fatigue. Alright, we're going to spend 1 to attach this. let's attach this to intention translator? No. No. Let's go ahead and use we need to do an awareness test to go in the pocket and grab our next thing out of there. And I believe I know what I'm searching for. I'm searching for those hiking boots. So I think I only got one to commit. Maybe we should try to chill this dude out a little bit. I can exhaust him with an avoid test, or I could try to soothe him to add progress. And I think I will. I'll try to connect to him. So I'll make it 2, spending one of these to make it a 3. So it's a 3 on 1. 3 on 1! Come on. Big bucks, no whammies. 3 success. So that is 3 progress on you, sir. Then we look at the bottom. No. If there's an active Sitka doe, there is not. Discard A. Alright. What do we want to do? I could go for card draw. We could try to exhaust them. It's a one-on-one test. Why the hell not? We're going to try to exhaust them. A one-on-one test. Avoid. That's a hard fail. Awesome. What happens here? Nope. If Kesey Voss is not in the path discard, she is drawn from the by the baked goods. Search the valley set for her. Oh, the valley set. So, this annoying little girl is going to be coming out to bother me. This one. Where are you? There you are. She is fatiguing, friendly, and persistent, which means she talks too much. So she's going to come out. We can try to focus test to ask Kesey about her adventures. Add progress to this being equal to your effort, then exhaust this being and read 80.4. And then when we clear her, we do that. So, cool. So she is coming out to bother me. If there's another active Sitka buck, exhaust this being. There is not. And then this has the reshuffle. Yay, we're starting off already. I think fatiguing is when we rest, we feel we suffer fatigue from her because she's constantly talking to us. I love that they did that. It was cute. Fatiguing. Let's just make sure. Fatigued. When you rest, if this card is ready and is equipped within reach, or along the way you suffer fatigue equal to its presence. Yep. Damn, I still remember this game. Alright, so cool. Then we will cry. Because that was unexpected. That was unexpected. I think we're good. I think that's all we can do. Yeah, I think that's all we could do for right now. Gain 1 energy matching, and this is when I used so it was exhausted. And this doesn't exhaust. Alright, cool. Alright, we're going to rest, which means she's going to fatigue me for 1. Then we recoup. Get a 3, a 2, a 2. Ready you. Ready you. And we draw a card. Infusion Canteen. Not bad. And then we draw a path card. A path card is Overgrown Thicket. It's an obstacle. Perfect. We want to be stuck here all day. So obstacles, you cannot move past them. You have to clear them. It costs 2 progress to do that, or 3 harm. awareness to traverse this thing. So awareness hunt. Do a hunt test for a way through the defensive. Add progress to this feature equal to your effort. Discard 1 progress. Okay, so we could try to do an awareness test to get through it. This is along the way. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, now we're going to do this. Yep, now we're going to do this. So I have to spend this to attach this to this. Then we are sure shooting tootin'. I'm actually going to put down functional replica, paying 2 for it. Choose a ranger's equipped gear. Resolve the chosen, and this has 3 on it. Resolve the chosen gear's effect as if you had used the token from it and or exhausted it. So instead, I'm going to do this to 2 to do the connection test without spending it. To do, we're going to try to connect to this, so that would be 2 on 1. Actually, instead of putting it here, I'd put it here. It's actually smarter to put it here. And it says after you use a token from this attached gear, soothe the fatigue. So 2, so it'd be 2 on 1. And that's what we're going to go with. I'm learning how to do this. She does have an entry. 80. I'm usually just skipping over the early ones, but if y'all want to see it, we can. If a ranger has Biscuit Basset equipped, I do not. Otherwise, we go here. So we need to clear her, basically. So she's just talking to us constantly. Each time you answer a question, she has another one at the ready. Alright, so we're doing... She is fatiguing. Yeah, I'll do it on... I'll play it on her. She needs 3. I'm at 2 on 1. 3! Woo! She's cleared. Alright, so we clear her. She, when we clear her, we'll go to 80 for her clear. Each ranger soothes 2 fatigues and discards her. So after a non-stop barrage of question, you're a bit surprised when she suddenly stops talking. You turn and she's standing on a rock, shielding her eyes as she looks at the sun. I like to stay and help and say more, but I can't be late for dinner. See you some other time. She hops off the rock and scampers off. So we soothe the fatigue, which is our favorite gear. Not bad. She's gone. We would have... Lots of soothing. There's no Sitka bucket in play. This gets reshuffled. And we can continue on with our day. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, which my gear slots are full now because you actually can have 5. I can have 5. I can have 1 more. I could put down another infusion canteen. But I'm looking for something in particular. I'll reshuffle because I'm going to use this, but let me see if I have enough to pay for it. Where are you? There it is. I don't have enough to pay for it. Shoot. So I can't use that yet. Actually, I could do the infusion canteen will give me a red, not a blue. Let's try to exhaust this guy so we could get to this. So we're going to spend 2 on 1. See if we can exhaust this guy. One. We did do it at least, so we exhaust them. If this test added progress, add an additional. It did not. Discard 1 progress from this feature. No progress to discard. And you're exhausted. Okay, let's get through this thing. So we're going to try to traverse that using a sip from the canteen. Gain 1 energy matching the chosen aspect, so that's 2. So that's 1, 2, 3 on 1. 4. Boom! Get this out of here. Add progress to a location or a feature equal to your effort. So we did this. We definitely got past it. It is cleared. After you succeeded the test in which you committed this, you may suffer 1 fatigue to add it back to your hand. Yoink. I'll take the fatigue. That's it. Then we need to this awareness. I don't have enough awareness check. I need to find high, and I keep running out of ways to do that. So we can put down 1 more. But I know what I want to put down, but I gotta wait for it. So we're going to take a rest. Which will get these back. 2, 2. Ready. Draw a card. Trail markers. Okay. I'm okay with that. Let me draw this. What do we get? Damn it. If there's another predator in play, this predator comes in, play exhausted. Well, him and the Sitka Buck can duke it out. This readies up. Let's see. Alright, let's do this. We're going to do this to find our trekking pole. It takes up 2 slots. Dadgummit. I don't have 2 slots yet. So let's... I need the trekking pole out, but I can't do it just yet. So I can't do that yet. I can attach this to there. When 1 or more progress is added to the attached turtle, increase that number of progress added by 1. That could be helpful. We could put down favorite gear on something else to help soothe fatigue. Maybe the connect test bit. Oh, but I do need to deal with that guy. What do we want to do? They can kill each other. Yeah, I got 1. We can... Oh, whenever we refresh, this should be down to 1. I refreshed twice. I need to search this deck for here. I saw this is available on Dragon Cards, and I've heard a couple of subs mention it, so I need to watch and learn. Yeah, the trick is it's very puzzling in terms of how you want to play this, right? Like this is I can take the fatigue for this to try to I'm not stuck. I can take 3 fatigue to push past this to get to here if I want to. But I think instead of doing that, I think what we're going to do, and it's an awareness check too, and this would be 2 to exhaust. Sometimes doing nothing brings more things out. I have to do something. I'm thinking of trying to connect with this guy. I can get this fatigue back by connecting using functional replica. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw both on the prowler dude. Choose a ranger's equipped gear. Resolve, so I'll spend one and exhaust it to resolve this, so that's a 3. So it's a 3 on 2. So it's a 3 on 2. Two on 2. So I was able to get 2 progress on him. Sunlight. If she's not in the path discard, she is. Ready another prowler. If there's another Sitka buck. Alright. And I soothe. Alright. We can... Actually, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. It's not a bad idea. What we'll do is we'll spend 1 to try to avoid that guy. I'm going to throw in balance to make it a 2-on-2 test. And let's just stick with a 2-on-2 test to see what happens. 2-on-2 on green. Dad got it. That's a failure. It's an abject failure. If you have 3 or more fatigue, exhaust this being, suffer an injury. I don't. If there is an active Sitka doe, awesome. After you succeeded this test in which you committed this attribute, you may suffer 1 fatigue to gain 1 energy of any type. Ooh. Methinks... I think what I can do is I can gain a green back. Yeah. So I'm going to suffer fatigue. This goes to discard. I'll gain an energy... Gain 1 energy of any type. Can't go wrong twice. Right? 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 So I'll gain 1 and I'll try again. I want to do this. But the hardest part is like... Do I want that? That's a lot of things if I try to push past him. I'm going to believe in the Force. I'm going to believe in the Force. I'm going into 1 against 2. 1 against 2. Or I could try to connect with him and take a sip from, take one of these. Actually, I'll do that instead. Instead of doing that, I'll do one of these. I'll do this. Take a sip of this. And now it's a 2-on-2. 2-on-2. I doubted myself. No good. If there's an active predator, exhaust it, add 2 harm to it, then add harm to this being equal to that creature's presence, which will do 2. Actually, it worked out. More or less, it worked out. Alright, so we're doing this. We gotta find high. It's gonna fatigue us for 1 because we're moving past him. And Scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw a path card. Alright, I doubted the +1 before. If it's a -1, I'm going to be sad. But the only thing I could put towards it is the intention translator. Which, sure, why not? We're gonna put the intention translator towards it. 2 on 1. 2 on 1, people. 2 on 1 going green. 3. Yes. So we scout 3. 1, 2, 3, which means we look at 3 cards. We can put them back on top or at the bottom, and then we have to draw 1. So what did we scout? Bottom. Bottom. And bottom. Going all to the bottom. That would have sucked. So, thank goodness. Throwing those bad boys all the way to the bottom. And then, we have to draw a card. Sitka Doe. Then we have this. So, this resolves. I have to draw a card for what's there that comes in. But this doesn't cause this to activate. So we're okay. And then we gotta reshuffle. But we're not gonna be okay if that Sitka Doe remains active. That will be super bad. Things are getting worse. I can't leave without talking to him. Let's remember our training, and I will probably suffer an injury because of it. Going all in on a 3. Scout Ranger cards equal to your effort, then draw a Ranger card. Yeah, I need something better than what I got. I could try to traverse with these 2. But that ain't gonna help. Maybe remembering our training might not be smart, because he can injure me now. Boy. This is not a unique item. When you play this gear, choose an energy aspect. So I'm going to spend 1 to put down the other infusion canteen. And I'm going to slap a... What am I going to put on that? You basically don't do what Derek did. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's a fair assumption. I think awareness is the name of the game in this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our tool belt's full up. And I think that's it. I'm going to chill out. So we will ready up everything. Gain our energy stuff back. Draw a card. Thorough. Not finding anything I need. And what do you got? Spirit Speaker Null. 45. If you haven't received either the accommodation or intervention mission, we haven't. So, boop. For one of Lone Tree's balconies, you hear the voices of 2 people arguing. One you immediately recognize as Cordo Haverson's, but it takes a moment before you recognize the other as that of Spirit Speaker Null. You don't think you've heard her raise her voice before. You find the 2 of them in the midst of a heated debate. Cordo's face is flushed, and Null has her arms crossed and is glaring. Although you're not sure what's going on, you feel like you should step in. You mind your damn business. If Cordo is in play, search the path. If Cordo is not in play, search the path deck for him and put him into play in the same area as Null. Do not read his entry. Okay. So Cordo. So the only person I haven't found yet is High. Alright, well, we've got stuff going on. There we go. So they come into play. Yep. Then it says go to, then go. You get between Null and Cordo and ask them what they're arguing about. Cordo huffs, then Null rolls her eyes and turns to you. We have been debating that since Cordo and I first met, actually, she said. It's a question of our role here, both as rangers and inhabitants of the valley. Yeah, that's true. So don't make it too dramatic, Cordo grumbles. I just think that if we're going to be proper stewards here, it is up to us to clean up our ancestors' mistakes. Biomills aren't mistakes, Null shouts back. They may have been created for a purpose thousands of years ago, but in the time since they've evolved and become part of the ecosystem, they reproduce, they coexist just like any other being. Oh, you think that caustic mulcher that has been lumbering around the wooded areas of the valley is coexisting with everything else? Cordo looks at you. Maybe you can settle this. Null thinks that big sticky-thunged, acid-drooling eating machine is part of the environment. I, on the other hand, think that it's been eating its way through the rest of the ecosystem and it's time to stop it. What do you think? He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a ball of cloth. You catch it and open it and find that it's actually a long and lethal-looking gauze blade. Gain the gauze blade reward. Alright, so let's gain that reward. There's a whole heap and hunk of rewards here. I need to grab. It's all these. And I need to find the gauze blade, which is red, I believe. Umbra claw. Gauze blade. There it is. Grab the two of them. Put these here because I probably will be needing more. Gauze blade. So fits on one slot, has 4 on it. So it says fitness. Use 1 fiber to slice X with the fibrous blade to add harm to a being equal to your effort. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. X is equal to the being's presence. So this doesn't go in our deck yet. This just goes into our stash of things that will be added once we can rest. Once we camp, we can do it. So we did that. Then null size. Well, it's important to be able to identify yourself to it just like any other being, she says. The caustic mulcher, like the other biomills around here, is an important part of the ecosystem. I haven't observed a drastic decrease in animal populations. Have you, Cordo? If the mulcher was a mistake, nature would have corrected it by now. It doesn't eat everything, only what it must. Cordo grunts. You've already told me your plan to prove it, coating yourself in leaf paste and seeing if the mulcher will eat you or spit you out. Sounds like a terrible idea. If I'm right, Null says, then the mulcher won't eat living plants or something that tastes like one. It's not cutting a swath through the forest, it's helping to manage it. I agree with Null. So I did Cordo on my last one, and now we're going to agree with Null. Agree with Null, the mulcher is misunderstood. Gain the accommodations mission. So we're going to gain the accommodations mission. Alright. And let's... Nope, not you. You. And I think that's it for that. Alright, so let's find the accommodations mission. So agree with Null. You agree to help Spirit Seeker Null investigate the caustic mulcher's purpose in the ecosystem. Explore the woodlands of the valley where caustic mulchers can be found. When a ranger token is removed from a caustic mulcher, place on this card. It cannot be moved It cannot be moved from here by mulcher effects. At any point, the group can choose to change their mind and help Cordo instead. If they do, remove all ranger tokens from this card and flip it. Replace accommodation with intervention on the campaign. have all Ranger tokens on this card to continue. So I just need to be able to do this once. But that is our next mission that is here. Cool. Fun. High is the only one left in there, and I can't seem to find him. Okay. You need to go. I only have 2 fatigue right now. So that's the first thing I'm doing. Let's y'all chill for a second. Let me deal with this because you will hurt me. So we're doing 2-on-1. I don't want to use the functional... Actually, I will use the functional replica to make it 3-on-1, and I can sue the fatigue. 3-on-1. 2. Yeah. So I got 2, which hits 5. You are cleared, so you won't kill me. This will go over here. I get to sue the fatigue, which is featherweight gauze weave. Attached to a ranger is equipped. Reduce the equipped value of the attached gear by 2 to 0. Ooh. That's actually not bad. It's actually not bad because I can hold the other extra thing I'm looking for. But guess what? I used both of that I need for this. Fantastic. Let's do this. This. Kisi's been discarded. If there's 1 or more Sitka Bucks in play, move each Sitka Doe within reach. Ready. Alright, so we're good. Okay. Then... You're friendly, so you won't exhaust me, but you will. Not fatigue me, sorry. So I can try to... exhaust you. But I can only do it with 1. Because I need the other one for up here, plus the gauze weave. Damn it. Oh, wait a minute. I could spend thorough. 3-on-2. 3-on-2. Good sir. That will exhaust you. Okay, then... Cool. Okay. Okay. Taking 1 exhaustion to push past this is probably what we need to do. Actually, I can... Let's get my equipment out, damn it. Dadgummit. Don't know what to do. Actually, I could sit here to do it. So, yep, that works. 1. Fatigue 1. And then I'm going to take a sip from this to add, so it's 2. Screw it. 3. No. 2. 2-on-1. 3. Yes. Trust in yourself. That's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Damn you, High Pimpot. Where are you, damn it? Where are you? Caustic Mulcher. No thanks. Well, if I bring him out, I can try to attach to him to solve this problem. Ooh. I think I'm gonna bring this thing out. But I have to clear it. So it says when it is removed from a caustic mulcher. Exhaust the biomel, then remove. Okay, so I have to. Beings attached to this. How does this work? If there's an active being, exhaust it and attached. If not, move your token here. Nope. We're gonna do. We're looking for somebody else. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, and we did rest, right? Sorry, I keep forgetting about this. This will flip over. And midday sun, add 1 cloud to this the next time we rest. Nothing. If there's an active predator, that was before this guy came out. Okay. Damn it. Oh. Grr. Grr. I think I might be a wee bit screwed. Let me see. Since I'm not doing anything this round with this, I'm going to put the trail markers on something. Attached to a location or feature. Actually, no, it won't, because if the Tanglewood thing is there, that's what I need it for. I think I'm done. I'm done. We're going to put a cloud on here. I think I'm done. 1 cloud. Ready everything up. If there is another predator in play, this predator... Oh, it enters play exhausted. But then it'll come back up. These get set. Draw a card. Carbon Forge Cable. And you. What are you going to do to me now? Sunbear Bramble. Feature, flora, food. So we can do to pluck. Add 1 harm to this feature to do 2 fatigue. If you fail, this feature fatigues you. Alright. Get these back. And let's try to soothe some fatigue. I'm going to use 1. Two. I'm going to use that with it. 2 on 1. 1. That's why I did it. Pass. So, soothe 2 fatigue. And then... Okay, then the bad stuff happens. If there are 2 or more active predators, exhaust 1 of them. Add harm to this being equal to the predators present. So, boop. You take 2. If there is an active predator, exhaust it. Add harm to this being equal to the predator's presence. Yikes. Y'all shouldn't be here. Oh, and this should have a harm on it. And that. Okay. Cool. Let's see, what the hell. Add friendly repair service to attach to a human, which is what we need to do. So I'm going to spend this to put it on Spirit Speaker Null. Then I'm going to connect with Spirit Speaker Null for 2. I'll use the Featherweight Gauze for 3, so it's 3 on 2. 4. That'll do it. That'll clear you. When the attached human is cleared with progress, record 1 improvement and discard this. So we got 1 improvement on you. You are cleared. So let's, what are you, 45? 45. Nope. There we go. Null stands in the floating disc which was hovering before her, settles gently to the ground. As you know, Elder Thrush depends on me to communicate telepathically with rangers in the field, but to do so effectively, I require the support of the most powerful spirits of this land. One of those, interesting enough, is the spirit of Verdessa. It shares a deep connection with the spirit of the valley, like a mother to her child, and for some reason I cannot reach it. It's very distressing. I've received word that a wandering botanist has recently returned from an excursion to the Verdessa, and that she's brought some rare plant specimens along with her. She's currently staying at the merchant's quarters in Kobo Market. If I had one of those specimens, I may be able to use it to reconnect with the spirit of Verdessa. Perhaps you could accompany me to the market. It would be grateful. You don't have the health, and I don't have the healing. I don't have any fatigue to soothe, so sure. We're gonna grab help in hand. This is not smart. This is not smart at all. This is the dumbest thing. Why am I doing this? This is stupid. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's going to die. What are you doing, Derek? Stop it. Stop it. Alright, so she was cleared. And she gets helping hand. She's still got the harm on her of 2. And that goes away. She's going to die. I know. Why am I doing it? She's going to die. Sunlight, suffer fatigue. Kesey's discarded. If there's one or more Sitka dough, there is not. She's going to die. You know, we can try. What we can do. I got 2 parts of a plan. What we can do is we don't have to. We can come back and complete this later. We can actually try to leave right now. We could do that. We can leave. I think that's probably what we should do. We should probably leave. I'll just be like, screw this, we're going to Kobo Market. Ooh. And come back and do this later, because I'm not going to find High. I'm not going to find him. So I think we should run away. I think we should run away, take her to Kobo Market. We're going to run away to White Sky. And then we'll come back. We'll come back after we run away to White Sky. Okay, so we're going to try to traverse past. This will be 1, 2, so fatigue 2. Then we are going to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be enough. Because we just need... Oh, no, we need 3. 4. So we're going to do 4. 4 on 1. Yes! So that's 4 progress on there, which is enough to get out. There's nothing that is an obstacle. There are no active predators, so we're okay. That'll get reshuffled. And we're going to leave. We are so going to leave. We are out. Time to travel. We're going to travel to... Actually, we're going to travel to Boulder Field, going through the woods. No, we're not going to travel to Boulder Field. Oh, there's a mountain pass to get to Kobo's Market. Mountain pass sucks. Yeah, let's... I think Boulder Field isn't as bad, so we're going to travel to Boulder Field. So we're going to travel to Boulder Field, and we're going to rest. We're going to rest because I want to get all this stuff back, and I want a deck build. So we're going to travel, and we're going to end the day on that travel. So we'll come here. We're going to travel to Boulder Field, and we definitely make and camp. Travel and camp. Okay, so when we camp, we clean up all this, which is okay. I'm okay with it. Not bothered by it at all. She's staying with me, I think, right? Yeah, you're persistent. Oh, I can't camp. Shoot. I can't camp, or else I'd lose her. Shoot. Okay. I can't camp. That's empty. Belt pocket pouch. You had two. You had 3 on you because I hadn't used you. Canteen had a red on it. Canteen had a green on it. I'd lose her if I camped. I believe I'd lose her if I camped. And that had 1 left. So you had 1 left. You had 2. And you had 2. I can't camp. Damn it. Undo. We just have to travel to Boulder Field. And we're not camping. If I camp, I lose her. But these things are gone. Those are gone. You 2 are gone. And then we'll see where... Let's see where High Pimpot was. He is at the bottom of the deck. I was never going to find this guy. He is at the bottom of the deck. In the valley, woods. Tree station, the valley, and that moment is lost. Alright, we're going through the... Where are we going through? We're going through the woods. Oh wait, this is Lone Tree, right? Yeah. Lone Tree will go here. So we're going through the woods. And this is not a pivotal location, so we're gaining generals. 3 generals. And because we rested, this would have gone to 2. Draw 1, 2, 3. This is of the general set. Shuffle these up. Stop, she's going to die. You gotta believe in me, man. You gotta believe in me. We gotta get her to Kobo Market, which is the next pass. We just got to run away one more time. This is Boulder Field. Oh, this is the old Spire. I'll put this at the bottom. Boulder Field. Oh, boy. Oh, this could be bad. This could be super bad. Okay. Boulder Field. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 14. Long ago, a giant mountain stood here, but as the millennia passed, it suddenly split the crumble Sprint and crumble. At the edges of the boulder field, the ground is littered with round rocks and the size of apples. As you head deeper in, however, the boulders grow larger until you find yourself weaving between what you imagine to be bones of the lost mountain pillars of rocks that reach towards the sky. It's fine. It's fine. So we have to draw a challenge card. Scout 2 path cards, then draw 1. It's fine, I tell you. Both of those suck. Nope. So then we're going to draw 1. Okay. Alright, I'm okay with it. It starts here. And that just is for that intro. So that's this. Lead Ranger draws 1. Scout 2, draw 1. And that's that. And then when you arrive, you have to draw a path card. A young mammal. Huh. He's new. Yeah, Spires in Bloom, right? Yeah, this is a new card. This is one of the new cards for Spires in Bloom. So it's an Ursus Cub. One of the general cards for Spires in Bloom. If there's an active predator other than a waiting Ursa, exhaust it and add harm equal to its present to this being. If the being with parental bond attaches active, exhaust it. It protects its young, suffer 1 injury. Oh boy. So, the Bears. Alright. 2, 1. Draw a card. Stone in the river. After you succeed at an avoid test, exhaust an additional being. That actually is pretty good for what I want to do. I should have done that when I traveled, but that's actually pretty good for what I want to do. I could do this to avoid a void and then traverse my life away to get out of here. I don't have enough, though. I need 4. I would only have 2. I'm going to spend 1 to attach this to here. And I'm going to try my luck of lucks to avoid the dough. Spending 1 of these. Soothes of fatigue. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. I can exhaust both of them, but I can't get a +2. I can only get a +1. There's no +2 in this game. And I need a stone in the river to do the other. Alright, so we gotta try this out. So it's 2 on 1. And this is exhausted. Worked. Exhausted. Boop, boop. If there's an active predator, there is not. So you're okay. Then I'm going to try to avoid you. This and this for 3 on 1. That works. You're avoided. And that symbol doesn't do anything to me. Reduce the presence of all beings in play by 1. So to probably 2. Okay. Then we are going to try to traverse, taking a sip. To go 2 on 1, 3 on 1. Hoo, 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 hoo. Dang it. 2 progress. I was hoping for more. Okay. Then that symbol doesn't do anything. And methinks I'm done. The thing I need to use this, I can't, I can actually find it. Let me go find it. I'm going to go find it. Metliff's rod. This. And I'm going to pay the 2 to put it into play. Discarding you. So this will be, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to lose one more thing. This one. So this is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's going to help us a ton. And this has 3 on it. Alright. Rest up. Draw a card. Passionate. Draw a card. Oh, this would be 3, which would flip this over to a perfect day. Ah, crap. What's here? That's not good. That's not good at all. All right. Let's hear it for the buck. 5 on 1. 6. Clear, thank God. Okay. If it being with parental bond attached is active, no. There's no active predator. We're okay. Alright. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. Because we're going to get out of here and get the Kobo Market. I got nothing else for this. So, first we need to see if we can get past you. This is for you. That's all we got. Passed. Sunlight. She's dadgummit. Stupid girl. Okay. Okay. Then we're going to try to avoid you, spending our last one here to make that 2, and I sue the fatigue. Worked. You're exhausted. There's not an active predator. We're okay. We're okay. And this reshuffles. Alright. Let's get out of here. I'm done with this place. Alright, so then we're going to traverse using this to exhaust it and traverse for 3 on 1. Yep. That's enough. I'll do it. 2. Discard either one progress or token from a flora, insect, or we're okay. And we're going to travel. We're out. We're traveling to Kobo Market. Told you I had a plan. General, general, general. General. Woods. Bye, girl. Bye. Oh, she's persistent. Damn it! She's coming with us. Oh, I hate that little child. Alright, so I just need to get you to Kobo Market. That's what I just have to do. Clear you at Kobo Market. And we're going to ready this up. And we're going to travel to Kobo Market. Going through the grasslands. So grasslands, which is grasslands suck. Grasslands has ambush. And Kobo Market gets some more generals. One, 2, 3. And Valley Moment. Kobo Market. Just need to clear her here, and we are good as long as she doesn't die. So, alright. Let's get all this stuff back. Draw, ready this up, draw a card. Functional replica. And she will fatigue us for 1 because of that. Would she fatigue our functional replica? I think she would. When we traveled, we would rest, so she would fatigue us before we draw. Then we hit Kobo Market. Yes, she is in play. As Kobo Market comes into view, Null smiles. To your surprise, she doesn't head to the market. Instead, she steps off the trail and sits on a nearby stump. After what feels like hours, a hunched, leathery woman with a massive backpack trundles up the trail you followed, heading towards the market. Null calls to her, speaking a language you don't recognize. They speak for a few minutes, then Null reaches into her tunic and pulls out a small bag, which she hands to the woman. In turn, the woman gives Null a palm-sized glass disc with a strange plant suspended in its center. After the woman leaves, Null says, I'm going to stay here a while and speak with the spirit of this plant. It's from the Verdessa, so it might help me overcome whatever is preventing the spirit of Verdessa from coming through. Actually, she says, I have a feeling this will work better if we do this together. No, you need to leave me. Null takes her hand and gestures for you to sit across from her. She places the plant between you and closes her eyes. You do the same and soon time dissolves. When you open your eyes, you see that Null is troubled. I can hear the spirit of the Verdessa again, but it's muffled like a whisper. It's like she's distracted, searching for something that she's lost, she says. I wonder what it could be. Null places a hand on your shoulder, and her worried expression turns to a weary smile. Thank you, she says. I will return to Lone Tree with my new friend here and contemplate this further. Gain the Null's Understanding reward card. Discard Null. Return Helping Hand to the collection. Record Spoke with a Spirit on the Spirit Tracker. Okay. So I was like, you need to leave me. So, Null's Understanding. I've never seen that one. I don't know what color it would be. So we're going to... It seems like it would be a blue. That's what it seems like. It'll be a blue, right? Which is focus. Which would be great. Maybe. Looking through all of these, see if I can find it. Nope, it's a spirit one, which makes sense. Alright, so first, Null's Understanding. It's a moment. Add 5 progress to a being, then if the being hasn't cleared, resolve each of its challenge effects in an order of your choice. Resolve these effects even if the being is exhausted. Oh, wow. Alright, so that goes there as a reward. Then we discard her, return Helping Hand to the collection. So, boop. It didn't say completed, it just said return it to the collection. I'll mark it as completed. And notable events, I believe. Beast. Spoke with Spirit. And the rewards we got were Null's Understanding. And we also got the Gauze Blade, right? So those were our 2 rewards that we got. Okay, cool. All right. What day are we on? Oh, I think we're still on day 1. I don't think the day is over yet. It's been a long day. So she is out. Mission is completed. And she goes back to Lone Tree Station. But the brat is still here, and she needs to be removed. Alright. So that's what happened when we arrived at the market, which is fantastic. Then this says, arrival step. Search the path deck for the next feature and put it in the play. I hate this feature. I hate it so much. Can I choose a different one? I'm going to choose a different one. I hate that feature. I'm choosing a different one. I'm opting to choose this instead. The next one instead. I chose the next one. I hate that feature. Morning Route. That feature as a solo player is hard. Feature Flora Food. That's out here in space. As a solo player, that feature is incredibly hard. Because it keeps getting cards onto her, and it keeps getting harder and harder and harder to move through to pass. Okay. Alright, so now we need to get back to Lone Tree Station. So that we can find High, get the biscuits, and get on our way. And Kesey needs to go. So, what's our play here? I think our play is to take the fatigue from Kesey. Well, she's friendly, so she won't fatigue us, and this won't. So let's get a move on. And we did refresh, and we did refresh, so we should be at 1. I'm playing that right. This I always forget. All right. Let's go. We're getting... Oh, I have to draw a card. Yay! Another thing from Spires in Bloom. Woo! A biomeld. A hydroworm spawn. God. Alright. Oh, we're going to get fatigued anyway. It's okay. So we're going to move past you, taking a fatigue. We're going to spend 1 here to make this a 3/4 on 1. Four. Sunlight. If this being has 1 or more harm, nope. Discard either one, nope. We're okay. And you're already in play. Alright. Now we're going to leave. Now we're going to travel and rest. I want to add some cards to my deck. So now we're going to travel and rest. So we're traveling. I'm not going through the mountain pass. That's just madness. We're going to go to the boulder field. So we're going to travel back to Boulder Field, and we are going to camp. Now we get to day 2. Okay, camping cleans all this up. Get the heck out of here, you terrible child. You'll go here. We're going back to grassland anyway, so the grassland will stay the moment it'll go. General, and moment discarded. Alright, we're going back to Boulder Field, and we're going to deck build. So now that we're resting, we can deck build. Alright, I want this Gauze Blade and Null's Understanding. So what will we lose? For Null's Understanding, we'll lose Compassion. Both same symbols. And it's 2 spirit, which means it costs 1 spirit to hang on to it, so we're okay. Then we've got the Gauze Blade. Methinks we can lose Balanced for that, but Balance would suffer fatigue to get an energy of any type. However, it gives us 2. Is there anything else I don't care for? Trail markers are important. Yeah, I'll slip Balance for the Gauze Blade. So these will get shuffled out. These will get put into our deck. And we'll shuffle these up. Yay! See? She lived! We completed a mission. And now we need to find High Pimpot back at Lone Tree on day 2. So we're back here at Boulder Field, heading back to Lone Tree Station. Yeah, I'm almost willing to ban that Grasslands card from solo play. It makes solo play very difficult. Alright, cool. Now, we've got... Like, this is important for this locale, but it's very difficult. Because it says, when you would draw a path card, instead attach it face down to this feature. When this feature enters play, draw a path card. X is equal to twice the number of face down cards attached to this feature. So automatically, it's gonna have a presence of 2. Right? So that means it'll fatigue you for 2. Then, the next turn, it's going to become 4. And then the next turn, 6. And you have to pass awareness tests to pull cards from it to play those cards to reduce that number. It gets harder the longer this thing is out. So it's kind of like this as a solo play is, and I'll let you read it while I set up everything, but that as a solo play is rough. So basically, you have to pull cards out. This is great for people who have lots of awareness. But if you don't, and you're solo playing, you can become very quickly trapped in a location. Like, it's... This card, I wonder, and I don't know if the devs will watch this, but I wonder how they figured this card would work with solo. Because it doesn't... The only way to do it is to suffer to pass it. Whereas if you're playing in multiplayer, it becomes more manageable. Because you have one person that could be pulling cards from out there. Y'all can tag team it together with awareness checks. you're not just working with one aspect card with just 2 awareness or 3 awareness. You have 2 now, so you have more of a chance to lower that down so you all can get out of there. Like, even with 2-player, it drastically improves your chances of getting out of here. But in solo play, this becomes like punishment. So I'm not a fan of this card. I'm not a fan of this card for solo play. I don't think it's scaled for solo. But yeah. Alright. Shuffle this in here. And if it comes up first, I have no intention of doing it. It's almost like one of those cards where I would house rule I would house rule saying it's not 2 times, it's just 1 times. Okay. Oh shoot. I put it in the wrong deck. Or did I? There. Alright, so let's pull. 1, 2, 3. And because you know I don't stream in a basement, sunlight's coming in. Alright. Hey Ren, how's it going? Yeah. Alright. So when we get here, we draw a challenge card to see what happens. The worst. Scout 3 path cards, then draw 2 path cards. And this gets reshuffled. Whispering Fields was only manageable for my solo playthroughs via Vigilant Lookout, headset, scouting, and knowing exactly what was getting tough. Yeah. Yeah, it's not solo friendly. 2, 3. An Antelope, a Scroff, and a Mysterious Verdessa. The Scroff. Let's do these 2 and put you at the bottom. So the Artelope looks like... So the Artelope comes out here. So that'll be one within reach. And this is the interesting one from the general. Mysterious Verdessian. So 90. Some of these I haven't seen, which is cool. Love replayability. When it enters play, the trail leads off a small rise and you find yourself looking down into a clearing in the center. Wait, I picked the wrong thing. Dadgummit. I'm an idiot. Forgive me. It's not general, it's valley. Dadgummit. I screwed that up. 10 ways to Sunday. It should be valley cards, not general cards. 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's valley cards, not general cards. Shuffle this up. Then we'll redraw 1, and that's the one that's coming in play. Should be this. This guy instead, the Fundamentalist. 86. Clear him to ask him about his way of life. Alright. So he comes in and plays. So those are the 2 that are scouted. And then we have to draw 1. It's not bad. It's actually not a bad starter. And we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and mulligan what we want. Gauzeblade, Intention Translator. Yep, clearing him with that will get us what we need. That's actually a pretty good one. And we'll mulligan too. Alright. So, first things first, let's get the belt out. So we'll do that. It's at the bottom of the deck, of course it is. Spend 1, put the belt out. 3 on it. Then we'll spend 1 more to put friendly repair service on you, good sir. We're going to spend 1 to put down the infusion canteen. Let's get ourselves set back up. We're going to spend 1 to put down the intention translator. We're going to spend 1 to put down the gauze blade. Then we're going to spend Null's Understanding, spending 1 to put 5 progress on a being. You're a being, you are cleared. So discard, we don't even have to pull, we just do it. And when you're cleared, that's 2. And let's learn about your life. Yes, you ask Tykor why the others in the valley call him the Fundamentalist. He cocks his head for a moment. Do they? He asks. I suppose I haven't been in any of the villages in a while. He thinks for a moment, then abruptly speaks. I guess it's because of how I live, he says. I don't see us having any right to build houses and lay down roads across this valley. That's just us imposing our will on the rest of the world, which we have no more right to do than any other animal. You ask if human sapience changes the situation at all, and he waves his hands as if driving off a fly. You sound like all the rest. No. Our sapience just means we should recognize our capacity to change a world, and then make the conscious choice to reject that. He talks. He starts to pack his things. In a minute, he's ready to leave. Unless you ask him to stay, he's clearly going to head out. Have him stay and continue helping you. Discard all progress from the list and move him. Discard him and soothe too. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Nothing to soothe, but you are out. And that is discarded. Then we have here. Then, we will do something. Oh, the infusion canteen. I need to pick a thing for it, don't I? Let's go. Let's go red. Blue would be smarter, but red, I got a plan. I got a plan for that. Okay. Cool. That's it. We rest. This will flip. 0. Ready all this. 2, 1. Draw a card. Featherweight Gauze Weave, which is good. I can 0 out one of these and then put my other stuff in play, which is what I'm wanting to do. Draw one of these. Oh, sorry. How has Inventor been? I've been eager to make a toolboxy Inventor deck. It's okay. I'm getting used to it. Bet 'em on. These people need to stop coming out and messing with me here. So, 87. A shadow skims over your head, and you duck, thinking you're about to be attacked by a hungry Irix. You look up in relief to see the shape of Ben Amon's custom-made glider. Oh, we can board the Swift if we clear him. We can get out of here. He can get me back to Lawn Tree Station. Oh, Ben, you're my new best friend. Alright, so... Cool. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go all in on you, good sir. This is a 3-on-3 test. Let's make it a 4. 4-on-3, just in case. Just in case. 5, that's enough. It says we put our token on here and that clears him. So let's do what we need to do first. So that's a pass. Sun, we gain a fatigue. Oh, suffer fatigue. This annoying little child is going to come back out. If there is an active card with 2 or more presents, there is not. You didn't want to see him. Tut, tut. Yeah, he's going to get us out of here. Alright, so we cleared him. We're going to 87. Shall I board, sir? Bet I'm on clear with progress. After some discussion, Ben gestures towards the Swift. Climb aboard, he says. The elder asked me to run these supplies across the valley as quickly as possible, but the winds are favorable today. I should be able to make your journey a little easier and be back to Lone Tree by sundown. Now, where to? You may immediately proceed to the travel phase of the round. If you do, you can travel to any location within 2 path. Lone Tree Station. Even if they're ready cards with the obstacle keyword. Bye, Kesey. Oh no, she's coming with us. Use the terrain type of the last path you crossed over. If you choose to travel in this way, discard the current challenge card and do not resolve the remainder of the test. Yes, we're out. So we're out, and Kesey is coming with us. We're going to Lone Tree Station. She is persistent, a little bastard. Alright, cool. So she is persistent, coming with us to Lone Tree. And it says use grasslands. Use the terrain type of the last path card you crossed over, which is grasslands, which is weird. That's strange, but sure. So we're using grasslands again, and we're getting 3 more valley cards. And because that travel counts as a rest, she does fatigue me. Ben, he should. He should. So what's interesting on this is that it says that if you don't travel with him, he is discarded. But it says I can travel. If you do, you can travel to any location with 2 paths. Use the terrain type of the last path. If you choose to travel this way, discard the current challenge card, which was a reshuffle, and do not resolve its rest. But it doesn't say discard him, and it doesn't say take my token off of him. So that's, I don't know what to do about that. Like, here's the verbiage. It doesn't say discard him. I'm assuming that since we cleared him, he is discarded. But it doesn't really say to. He just kind of drops us off and go about his way. And this nagging adolescent's still with me. I draw a card, which is meticulous. Draw a path card. Oh, I need Lone Tree Station, don't I? What did I do the valley? I don't need the valley, I need Lone Tree Station. I don't need to do the valley. I need Lone Tree Station. Because we have to not find High Pimpot. You have to not be able to find him. Yeah, it doesn't really say not to, so I don't know. I mean, he is cleared, so I assume he is not, but I don't know. I don't know. So let's not find high pimp. Is he at the bottom of the deck? This game hates me. Alright, we're gonna reshuffle. There's no way. Is he at the bottom of the deck? Okay, cool. He's not at the bottom of the deck. He can be at the next card at the bottom of the deck, but he's not at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Draw a path card. Lead Ranger draws a path card, so I gotta draw 2. One here. Spirit Null. And the other one will be an Artalope. Alright, so we gotta deal with we gotta deal with Spirit Speaker Null to see what she wants. See what she wants. She is what? 45? Alright, enters play. If you spoke with the spirit, we did. Null smiles when she sees you. I spent more time speaking with the Verdesian plant you and I found at the market, she says. You'll be happy to know that I can hear the spirit of the Verdessa again, though only faintly. She's distracted and worried about something. The spirit of the valley is agitated as well. Be careful out there. Don't be shy about asking the ancestors for assistance. Speaking of which, she says, would you like to assist me by accompanying me to the market again? Dad! I can't keep keeping you alive, woman. I need to not find High Pimpot. Alright. What are we doing? She did. I did it already. I did her fatiguing already. When we left, she fatigued me. When we traveled. Okay. So we are going to you for sure. Is there any potential for me to get rid of that creature? No. I'm gonna have to get rid of Kesey. Okay, we're gonna do 3 focus tests on you. 3 on 1. Oh, and we traveled. I should have been on 1. 3 on 1. 2. Damn it. So it says, ask Kesey about her ventures in the valley. Add progress as being equal to your effort. Then exhaust this being and read 80.4. You quickly find Kesey's questions to be a constant and regular as the sunrise, though far more frequent. Answering one buys you only a few moments before she thinks of another. However, among her constant and endeared patter, you notice she says something of particular interest. Draw a challenge card and read the entry based on what you drew. It's a mountain. Wrong one. Mama said, mamakusa. Mama said never go inside the Terravore. But one time, I went just to the edge and I peeked inside and I saw something weird and glowy all the way at the back. I think it's treasure. So there's treasure at the Terravore peeking over it. Okay. So we're gonna... Is there a note? Place for notes? There isn't. Oh, add a note. Yes, there is. What happened? That happened. As a note. Okay. Alright, then she shut up for a little bit. Good. Then Sun suffer fatigue. She is already out. If there is an active card with 2 or more presents, shuffle this being into the deck and draw a new path card. If he's at the bottom and reshuffling, she has 2. Bottom? Okay. What do we got? Son of a biscuit. Ah! And he has ambush, which I believe ambush fatigues me. I believe ambush fatigues me for ambushe. When a card with ambush keyword enters play within reach or moves within reach, it fatigues that ranger. Yep. So he fatigues me for 2. For his presence. It's shaping up to be a fun turn. We're going to do the gauze blade on him. He must go. It's not an exhaust. So it's 3. Use 1 fiber to slice. I'm using one of these to exhaust to make it 2. So it's a 2. Add harm to a being. So do a fitness test, which is a 2 on whatever. And let's see how we do. Worked. Add harm to a being equal to your effort. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. X is equal to the being's presence. So it's 2. So we matched it. So we add 2 harm to this being. We were able to make it. Woo! Sunlight, fatigue. She's exhausted, and that's that. I can't take 2 more fatigue. So what can I do? Huh. What can I do? I can... try to connect with her. Two. We got to here. If there's an active predator, exhaust it and it harms this being equal, or if the ranger is injured, exhaust this being. Ranger is not injured. Exhaust it, and she's just going to take that 2 damage. Thank you. You're doing it for the greater good. Because now I can do that. Jeez. Now I can do that. Without getting fatigued. Two. 1, 2. Nope. Come on, damn it. Hanging Gardens. Ooh, this actually will be pretty good for me. 43. So I'll put that there. There's nothing for me to do, so I'm just going to leave it up for y'all to read if you want. And that'll be that. Alright, so it will come in play here. This doesn't do anything. And she's exhausted, so I don't think her fatiguing will hit now because she's exhausted. So... cool. Ready up. 2, 2, 3, and 1. Ready. Draw a card. Intention Translator. A Hungry Scruff, which is a predator. When you interact with this being, you may discard 1 token from an equipped food to commit 1 effort. Okay. If I draw a mountain, this guy's gone, and he takes damage. But this is where we are right now. So we'll do an awareness check to eat. So I'm actually going to do that first, which is a 2-on-1. Pass. And it's a mountain. Great. So 2-on-1, so it says eat. Add 1 harm to this feature. Soothe 3 fatigue. 2, 3, thank God. So many things I need. And heal 1 injury, but I don't have any injuries to heal. Mountain. Oh, and this would have been 2. Mountain here. If there's an active predator, there is. Exhaust it. Add 2 harm to it, which would get rid of it. And add 2 harm to this being. Then this is mountain. If there's an active human, exhaust them. Add progress to them and harm to this feature equal to both to their presence. So this is 3 for 2, which clears you. Oh, actually a pretty helpful... oh, I could have done it to her! I'm doing it to her. 2, and this would be 3. This would be 2, and this would be 2. And you're cleared. Oh, thank God. Okay. That was a godsend. Yep. Kesey's out. Okay, we're okay. What happens when she's cleared? 80. Each ranger suits 2 fatigue. I got all my cards back. I got all my cards. All but 1. Okay, we've got stuff to play. We actually have a shot. Wow, that worked out well. That worked out pretty well. Okay, so... it worked out a lot better than I expected. Okay. I will suffer an injury because this is active Oh no, it's feature flora, so it's not food. If food ever pops out, this thing's gonna hurt me. So we need to do something about that. So right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. We have space for one more. Can we... I don't know where High is, but I need to find him. What to do? I can't avoid him, so I can't... yeah, I can't avoid him. I did everything I could to do this. So... what do we do? I could do another fitness test for a 2-on-2 and get rid of the scruff. Let's do it. 3. Let's go down to 2. 3-on-2. Still works. Suck it. So you take 4, you're out. And sunlight fatigue. Kesey's discarded. And that's it. It's like, hey Kesey, what's that over there? And run away. Abandoning a child because she's annoying. Alright, cool. Okay. This actually isn't too bad. Alright, let's set ourselves up for when we find High. We're going to do... this. Functional replicate. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Throw it down here. I'll get rid of the infusion canteen. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're full up. Okay, and this has 3 on it. It cost me 2. Alright, so now I'm going to spend the charge. 1, 2, 3. Four, perfect. Suffer fatigue. Kesey's discarded. I don't know why I keep pulling that. You monster! Alright. Then... I think we've done all we need to do right now. We can connect with her. Yeah, because I don't need her dying. Let's connect with her. You can fatigue me again, but whatever. 2-on-2. Fail. Mountain. If there's an active human, exhaust them, add progress to them and harm to this, equal to their presence, so it will actually get rid of this. And you will be cleared. Oh, God. What do you want, woman? Let's see, Spirit Speaker Null, which is 45. 45. This one. So what do you think? Null says, would you like to accompany me to the market again? I hear that Ren Kobo himself has recently returned, so I was curious to see what he brings with him. No. Do it. Damn it. 2 fatigue. Meticulous and thorough. Thank you. No. And then we're done. I have no spirit of adventure today for that. Okay, this will go to 3, which will flip over perfect day. And then I draw a card. This is good. I'm going to attach it to that. That's food. Okay. So that comes out. Alright, so I'm going to spend 1 to do featherweight gauze to you, making you 0. So now I can hold more stuff. Because I'm going to spend 1 to put back down the infusion canteen. For 3. And we're going to make you green. Because I am tired of not finding him. Then, so now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 1 more space for 1 more item. There's 2 here. Should be 1. Okay. We gotta find him, so we're gonna do 2, 3, 4. Thank God. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where are you, bastard? This guy's killing me. So we've got topside mast. I know what that does. I've used that before. And Cordo, Ranger Veteran. I don't want any of them. And then we draw the top one. Harvester Anthill, an obstacle. Yay! X is equal to the number of harm on this feature. Yay! And then this gets reshuffled. Those gardens put in work. They really did. Oh my gosh, I cannot find this bastard. Let's do a fit test to slice. We're going to use the carbon cables, so 2 on... We did it. Alright, so it says, add 1 harm to this feature, suffer 1 fatigue, then a ranger of your choice heals 3. And that's what I was looking for. Sweet. Nope. If there... No. No. Alright. Then we will spend the last 2 to put down the functioning replica. Because this is 0, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that's all we got. My gear is laid out the way that it should be. That's going to be a problem. But we're going to try to make it work. So we're going to chill. 2, 2, 3, and 1. Ready this. Draw a card. Pocketed belt pouch. What's interesting, it doesn't say unique. So can I put this one out too and gain an extra... Oh, it wouldn't matter. It's margin of diminishing returns. Where the hell is this man? Where the hell is this man? I'm contemplating suffering of fatigue just to find him. Alright. I think that is what we have to do. Do I have another heart to give? I do. We're going to fatigue one past this. This is 0 because there's no harm on it. And this is 0. So 3 on 1. 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are... Thank God. He was at the he was the next card from the bottom. You want to know how I know that? Because I drew that, which was at the bottom of the deck. He was the next card from the bottom of the frickin' deck. 47. This game hates me. Shuffle curse. And he's so smug about it. I know. So you can help High Pim Pot by gathering ingredients for the stew. So what do you need? Alright, let's read here. You hear a high, shrill whistling long before you see him. It's said that every ranger in the valley has tried to teach High Pim Pot a new song to whistle, but none of them has succeeded. Eventually, you spot the stout little gnome of a man intently chopping and mixing vinegary-smelling herbs and vegetables into a large bowl. Good, you're here. You know what? I want to give him the middle finger. He says without looking at you. Try this stew. I need to know if I've hit the right balance between pleasant heat and tongue searing. What does it need? Kelpweed? Or you can help High Pim Pot by gathering ingredients for the stew, or you can clear him with progress to ask him to make the stew as good as possible. What? Okay, let's deal with this. Mountain. No. 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 Yes. Exhaust it. Add progress to it and harm to this, both equal to the presence. So you would be at 2. You'd be at 1. Okay. Ask him to make the stew as good as possible. Oh, this is how you do it. RTFM, or RTFC. Awareness, harvest 2. Attach a flora face down to high. If there are 3 flora attached to high, he's prepared his famous stew. Go there, or we clear him to go here. I feel like we need to help him with that stew. So I don't have any green to help him with. And we can't travel while that obstacle's there. So we're here for a minute. And if we're going to be here for a minute, yeah, because clearing this obstacle is all I really need to do. So, do I have trail markers? I don't. I have meticulous. I could traverse with focus. Which I really could do here. Can I get rid of you in one go? 3, 4, 5. You. 5. Yeah, that's what I got. Five on nothing. 6. Boom! Cleared. Ha ha! Get the hell out of here. Nothing happens. Wow, that was incredible. Ha ha! That was incredible. I loved it. Alright, now. I think we could just chill. Yeah, because I think we're going to just chill. We're done. I just wanted to get rid of that thing. Okay, cool. Now, ready you up. Draw a card. Friendly repair service. That's going under you. Then draw one of these. Ambush for 2. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But we're going to try a couple things. We are going to spend... Yep. We're going to spend 1 to put friendly service under... Actually, you don't clear. Doesn't make sense. We're going to try to avoid one of these bastards. 4... Attach a flora face down to high. If there are 3 flora attached to high, he prepares a stew. How much the card? I don't have much cards left. I have 5 cards left before my day has to end. Alright, we're gonna... Can someone help explain this card to me? Clear with harm, you know you want to. So this says, Harvest 2, local plants for the stew to attach a flora face down to high. So here's my question. If I get 3 flora attached to him, sure, but where's the flora coming from? You know what I mean? Like, is the flora coming from the discard pile? Is the flora coming from what's in play? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. Where's the flora coming from for this? Huh. From in play. Okay, so I can put this one under him. Oh, this thing's dead. It only had 2 harm on it. It should have been cleared a long time ago. Alright, well, dude, I don't think we're going to be able to get your... He has a really nice reward that I would want. I really want that reward that he has, but unfortunately, I can't. It took too long to find him, and the day is almost done. I'm almost fatigued out. So, oh, and this should have gone to 2. Puff crawler spores. I don't know that one. I would love to find that. But he has a thing that I want. It's, was it, 47.4? His secret recipe. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called his secret recipe. So, which I do want, but I can't get it. I can't get it. Not with the plan that I have now. So, I think we're just gonna travel. I think we're gonna travel. So travel away from Lone Tree Station while High Pimpot is in play, and we go to. So we're gonna travel. 1.01. Is that what it says? 1.01? Yeah. High Pimpot places the last Juniper biscuit into the basket and hands it to you. There's no better way to begin a friendship than with a freshly baked biscuit, he says. The people of White Sky just love meeting new rangers. They always come bearing treats. Actually, before I leave, let me try to holler at you, boy. And we're connecting. So we're going to use this to make that a 3 on 2. Pass. That's why I did it. So we got, so we connect. It says add prog equal to your effort, which is 2. So we did add the 2 on there to clear him. Before I get to that, let me clear him for 47. Well, Hai says in a way that makes it very clear that he was waiting for you to ask, I'm tired of making my soup with the same pepper pods and northern potatoes that grow around these. I just remember how good it could be when someone gets some of those herbs and tubers from elsewhere in the valley. He stares at you intently. I could use someone young, hardy, and already hiking around the valley to help me venture out. Hey, Hai would like to accompany you and have you help complete his stew using flora cards gathered while not at Lone Tree Station. Yes, you are coming with me. So he's getting Helping Hand. But my day is almost over, which means I will lose Helping Hand. But then that happens. No. There is an active predator. I shouldn't have done anything. Nope. Alright, and then we're going to travel. So I think that's how we get it, but unfortunately, I don't have enough to make that survive. So we're going to flip the biscuit delivery mission to the biscuit basket side, then choose a ranger to equip it to. So this turns into this. And there are 3 biscuits in it. Move 1 biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them and add 4 progress to them. Awareness check to sneak. Soothe 3 fatigue and move 1 biscuit to your roll. Have 0 biscuits in the gear. Gotcha. Alright, so unfortunately that's going to make me throw away stuff. So we're going to throw away the infusion canteen for sure. And I think it's down to 1. So there you go. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this has 3 on it. And we're going to travel. So cool. That's what we're doing. Cool. So there we go. We're traveling to White Sky. And we're gonna camp. Because we don't have to camp. We don't have to camp. We could try to work this out. We got 5 cards. I don't need to. I'm okay. We're not going to camp. We're just going to travel to White Sky. Not camping. Alright. This grassland crap out of here. Get Kesey the heck out of here. Annoying little bastard. Alright. Grasslands and Lone Tree are gone. And we are at White Sky. This is a valley. This is Valley. Valley 2, Valley 1. Huh. Valley cards. I need to look that up. Let's see. Oh, the Valley. Nope, that's probably... That might be a misprint. White Sky. 2, 3, 4. White Sky. This is interesting. These are from the Spires in Bloom, but it says Valley, not the Valley, and that says the Valley. So I don't know how this works, but I'll put them there. Alright, so we got White Sky, Lone Tree Station goes back in here, and we're traveling via Lakeshore. Neutrinos galore! Let's do it. If we could sneak... If we can sneak 3 flora from here, that'd be great. Uh-oh, typo. Yeah. It says the Valley, and then that one says Valley, so I'm just going to believe that to be what it's supposed to be. What are these? Grassland, 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 Lone Tree. Lone Tree. Grassland. We'll see how much we can accomplish before the day ends. And Lone Tree is gone, and we are at White Sky. Alright. And he is with us. Hurtin. 3. Is Solaro Mako? Nope. So, is if the moon is in waning gibbous. Interesting. Alright, so we're just at the market, and we draw a path card. Oh, we gotta do other stuff first before we do that, because we gotta draw one of these, which is carbonized. Gotta get our stuff back. And now we draw a card. It's food. No, you need flora. Damn it. Alright, and then we have to draw another one. An obstacle. Alright. Cool! What are we going to do? We are going to try to... I miss the bird. The bird helps me scout. And I don't think I have anything that lets me scout. We traveled, so this has to go to 1. Put this over. Awareness. Scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw 1 path card. So that'll help me do it. That's a problem, though. We can soak to move your token as feature and soothe fatigue equal to your effort. That sounds fun. 2 on 2. That sounds like a capital idea. Genius! 2 on 2. Pass. Alright, so we cover 2 at the bottom. Trail markers and favorite gear. Favorite gear is a good one. Nope. Active predator. Nope. We're okay. And you are cleared, good sir. Okay. Now we're doing alright. Now we're going to do an awareness test. Nothing for me to put to it. So, we're looking for flora. So it's just 1, so we scout 1. Flora. Put it back on top, then draw it, and there it goes. Nope, we're okay. Alright. Damn it. I used all my awareness, but I need that. So that's 1 of the 3 that we need. And I need to be able to do this test 3 times, so we need some more flora. So let's try to pry these clams open. Just a 1-on-1. Pass. Soothe to fatigue. Put a harm on this. Sunlight. Nope. We're okay. This is surprisingly scary. So what is happening? So how much do I have left? I have 4 turns left. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to stop there. 2, 2, 1. This will flip. Draw a card. A romping Lutrino with ambush. That's bad. So I have 2 turns left. Stupid bug. Should stab him to death. Okay. That sucked. Let's do this first. And we're going to commit to make it a 3-on-2. Yep, so we passed. So we will take a flora, stick it under here. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. If there's an exhausted predator ready, it exhausts this being. Nope, we are not going to make it. That messed us right up. I think we'll just end the day here, and we're going to lose high, sadly. The ambush and the sun screwed up our chances. We only have 1 round left. So I'm going to do this test here. 3 kills you. There is not an active predator. And crap. That's it. Hit the last one. Another Lutrinal with ambush, and that wiped us. Ha! Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. We were so close. Alright, so we have to end the day. Yep. And we start off at 94.1 on our next day. You yawn as you wake up on the trail, then hear someone moving. You get out of your bedroll to find Cal Ivor sitting in the campsite. Calypso stands at the edge of the camp, watching the horizon. Cal has taken one of the new stale biscuits out of the basket and is trying to eat it. Eventually he gives up and throws it back in the basket. Too bad you didn't deliver these while they were fresh, he says. Such a waste. Return biscuit basket to the mission set. Complete the delivery mission, then read 103. It says complete it. It's completed. Blah, blah, blah stuff. What you do now is entirely up to you. You could, for example, spend time exploring the different pad types to familiarize yourself with flora and fauna, or you could travel to pivotal locations on the map. So basically, they tell us we're free to move about the cabin. So, we already have the mission for Calypso to do, the accommodation, so we can do that. But that is kind of where that's kind of where we landed. So we're free to move about the cabin. We have to end the day. And we lose high. Doggone it. This dude hid from me. Alright. Cool. So that is probably where we're gonna stop for today. And these would go away. I don't know how I feel about the this though. Like the set. I'm going to keep playing with the inventor, but I'm not finding any equipment, or maybe I'm playing it wrong, but I'm not finding equipment that really gels, so hopefully I can find some more special items that I can help, like, really get this deck humming. That would be cool. I miss my pet deck always, but yep, that's going to be it. So, we've got accommodation as our mission, and we just need to find a caustic mulcher and then deal with it. So I think this is where we're going to end today. We'll start back over here. I think Thursday we'll continue this play with episode 2 where we are. So I'm going to leave this set up like this, and we'll play this on Thursday as well. But we're moving closer and closer. On day 8, the Spire and Bloom kicks on, which is set here. So on day 8, that's when it kicks on. But until then, we can kind of move about the valley. We've got a mission to do. I know there's something specific I want here as well. So we'll definitely see how that goes. But yeah, cool. Intro, right? Yeah. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. Where are we at? We played for about 3 hours, 3-ish hours. So I think that's a good one. I think that's a good play of this. We'll, like I said, I'll be back on Thursday to play more of this, because I want to get to the Spires and Bloom event stuff and then start doing that so we can experience that expansion. So we'll continue going until we do that. Still, I believe this weekend is supposed to be Extra Life on Saturday, where I'll be playing games along with Co-op Guild and Meet Me at the Table. So we'll 3, and I think One Stop Co-op Shop is supposed to be playing as well. So the 4 channels are going to get together to raise money for Children's Miracle Network for Extra Life on Saturday, all day streaming, all day. So between each channel, it'll be streaming from morning to late into the night as we try to raise money. Steve has a whole breakdown for that over on his channel on Co-op Guild on how to do that, but I'll be taking part in that. So Thursday, more Earthborne Rangers. Saturday, we'll be playing Extra Life, so board gaming for the day. And then Sunday, I don't know. Something's going to happen on Sunday. We'll see how it goes from there. All right, everybody. That's going to be all. Thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in to hang out, thank you as well. I will see you all later. Until then, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.